Hi guys!
Yeah.
Today we are going to be doing a Q&A. Probably the laziest form of YouTube content out there, but you know, we work with what we have. Let's get right into it. Question number 1. What are your plans for a future career? So, for a long time, I wanted to go into psychology, maybe be a therapist because
I'm all my friends' therapists.
so I thought, you know, this could be a good path to go down. But with time, things change, and I don't want to do that anymore. I would love to do YouTube as a career. That would be literally a dream come true, but I don't know. It's still up in the air right now. What is your favorite animal? Koala or a panda? No explanation needed.
They're just cute.
Okay. This one is gonna be a little...
When, where, and who was your first kiss?
So, I'll give you guys a backstory, but I'm not going to tell you who it is because he's probably watching this, and if he's not watching this, then one of his friends are definitely watching this, and I'm still friends with him, so we're just not going to say who it is. So, it was in 6th grade. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to say it. I don't know why, but back in the day, it was like this cool thing to like go have your first kiss at the same place your friends did. So I'm texting this guy like the day before and everyone's like,
It's gonna happen tomorrow. It's gonna happen.
I'm like, okay. And we're like texting and we're like,
So, are we gonna kiss tomorrow or what?
the thing after school, in middle school, we would all, as a group, walk to 7-Eleven and we would like get snacks or something and we would just like all go home after that. So this was the day I was gonna kiss him. So we got to 7-Eleven and I got a Slurpee and everybody got like their snacks or whatever and we headed to the back of 7-Eleven. Not even the back, it was like the side, you know, by the dumpsters.
It was far from romantic, let me just tell you.
We looked at each other and everybody was like,
Okay, just do it, just kiss.
I literally could not stop laughing. I was so freaking nervous. Every time he would like go on, I'd be like could not stop laughing. And I know he was getting with me. So, Mystery Man, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I kept laughing. I was really nervous. It was a scary moment in time. I just didn't know. So then finally,
Everyone was like, just do it.
I was like,
Okay.
and then he like went in for it. And it was literally like this. The quickest thing ever. And then I was like,
Oh my gosh, I just kissed a boy.
what is your Chipotle order? I get a bowl with either brown rice or white rice. Doesn't really matter. Depends on what I'm feeling. And then chicken, corn, cheese, lettuce, guacamole, sour cream. That's it. What is your go-to coffee place and drink? Dunkin' Donuts. My drink that I get there and that I get literally everywhere is just a French vanilla iced coffee. Depending on the mood I'm in will be if I get espresso or don't get espresso or get a latte. Pineapple on pizza, question mark? Yeah, is that even a question? What is your dream car? Don't even cover me because it is kind of basic, I'm not gonna lie. But it is a white Jeep Wrangler. But if it wasn't a Jeep, if we're going on like the bougier side, a Tesla. I've always wanted to drive a Tesla. Them boys are so sweet. Biggest pet peeve. Now I have a lot of them, so it is a little hard to choose. But I would have to say when people chew with their mouth open or like when you can hear someone chewing, like I cannot listen to people chew. Like I literally want to jaw people when I hear them chew. Especially if it's with their mouth open. Like when their mouth's shut and you can like hear them chewing, it's like not as bad. But when their mouth is open and they're chewing, goals for the future. Let's just think like overall. I want to graduate college, have a job that I love. I want to be like financially stable. Don't want to be in debt. Live in my dream house, get married, have kids, the whole nine. And I want this YouTube channel to still be a thing when I'm older. Like I want it to grow.
I want you guys to be with me and grow with me.
Favorite childhood memory? Okay, let me think of like a little later in my childhood, like middle school. I think my favorite memory would have to be just like bonfires in middle school. Plans for college. I am planning to go to Eastern Michigan University in the fall. As far as a major goes, I was set on majoring in psychology and then I wasn't really interested in it anymore. Now I'm currently undecided, but I think I'm going to be leaning more towards like digital media so I can get into editing and learn more with that and film and stuff like that. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? So if I'm thinking realistic, California. If we're thinking like my dream, I would have to say Hawaii. I've never been there. but I've seen pictures of it, and I'm subscribed to Ava Jules, and she looks like she's living her best life. Who is your favorite YouTuber? I don't have like an all-time favorite. I have like a little group of favorites. One of my favorites is everyone's favorite, I feel like, Emma Chamberlain. I literally love her so much. Like, she literally just seems real. Like, nothing about her seems fake. Like, I feel like even from day one where she started and like grew to where she's at now, like, she doesn't seem like she's like phony. Another one of my favorites are Hannah Maloche, which they were friends. I don't know if they are now, not my business, whatever. But that's how I found out about Hannah, because I saw them collab and I was like, okay, with like the Gerties or whatever. And I was like, okay, that's like cute, fun. That's like me and my friends. I like her a lot. Hannah Maloche, if you're watching this, which you're probably not, love you the most. Me and her always go back and forth. I don't know how. I have not met this girl yet. We literally go back and forth on like her YouTube videos. Like, I'll comment saying something and like she'll say something back at me. Or I comment like on her TikToks or something and then she'll say something. And she followed me on TikTok.
Like, what a sweetie.
And when I started my channel, I posted my first YouTube video. And I DM'd her on Instagram after that. And I was like, yo, like, can you give me some advice? Like, just some critiques, like, so I can know down the line. And she literally DM'd me back and gave me, like, advice. Like, literally, she seems so sweet. I want to meet her so bad. And my other favorites are, like, Lorraine and Twames. And lastly, they just will always have a place in my heart. I just love them the most. The Dolan twins. And I know everybody loves the Dolan twins.
Whatever.
But I don't just like them because they're beautiful. I think they're hilarious. Ethan and Grayson, if you're watching this, hit me up. I just feel like they're so cool, like, in real life. Like, I literally want to hang out with literally all of them. I feel like they would be so cool to, like, just chill with. Like, I'm not saying collab with. Like, I don't want to.
Well, I do want to do a collab with them one day.
But, like, you know how, like, some people are like that? Like, people do that even if you're not on the internet at all. Like, people just want to mess with you when you're doing good or they want something, you know?
I don't want that.
I literally just want to go get ice cream or something. If you guys are ever watching this in the future, I will probably cringe and cry because this is embarrassing, but like, hit me up, we can hang out. Best high school memory. My sophomore year, it was football season and we were having like a really good football season. I remember we were going against like our like biggest rival at the time and we were like undefeated, but we had to beat this one team in order to like make everything. Like, we were going to playoffs, like we were winning leagues, like it was everything. The whole game, it was like back and forth and back and forth. And then at a point, they were ahead of us by so much. Everybody was losing hope. And it was literally like the last minute. I don't even remember. We needed like a touchdown or something. We ended up getting it and it was
So hype.
everyone rushed the field. This caused a lot of drama at the time because everybody was like,
Oh, they're disrespectful. They went on our field.
which, you know what, it was a little too much, but like I didn't care because it was literally so much fun. Like, the moment was just, oh my gosh, I swear it was like a movie. But the one thing that was bad was someone stuck like our flag in their field. So like that was maybe a little too far.
Just a little too far.
What's your best pickup line?
I don't have one.
If peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called? Smash nuts. What was the reason you started your YouTube channel? Like, what encouraged you? Like, my sophomore year, I wanted to start a channel. And I was like, you know, this would be fun to, like, vlog and stuff. I was always, like, scared that people were gonna, like, make fun of me because I was making videos and they thought I just wanted to be famous or, like, you know, like, how people can be. But this year, my friends, they were a huge part of me starting it because they were being so supportive with it. And also because Hannah Maloche started, and I looked up to her because she's from Michigan, and I'm like thinking to myself before I started, like, I'm from Michigan, like nobody's like even from here that like does it. And then I was like, okay, Hannah Maloche, she's from Michigan and she can do it. So I thought to myself, if she can do it, why can't I do it? So I started and she encouraged me. What was it like to graduate? Honestly, I didn't think it was gonna happen, so pretty nice. If you weren't going to Eastern, where would you go? Before Eastern, I was really set on Grand Valley. If we're thinking of like out of state, UCLA. How has your life impacted you now that you've graduated and are more on your own? I am so happy I graduated. First of all, I'm happy we had a graduation at all. Second of all, I am so glad I do not have to go back to that school again. I am nervous about being more on my own because I feel like a lot of my life I was really codependent on like my mom, and I think it's time for me to be more on my own. Like, it's time to grow up. and it's kind of sad and scary, but I'm also really excited. Like, you know, you're getting older when you're excited about getting like decor stuff and like kitchen utensils. Like, I'm excited to buy a pan.
You know?
What is your favorite show? Vampire Diaries. I think that is literally my all-time favorite show. And Friends. I love Friends. I think it's iconic. Who is your crush and not a celebrity? First of all, this is to Addie, not Nathaniel, watching this.
Don't try and expose me like that.
I don't have a crush. Or do I? You guys don't know. The world will never know. And the person will never know. Unless he low-key does know. But like, what's a crush? But since you said not a celebrity, I'm gonna give you a celebrity. It's actually Grayson Dolan. He could literally take me on a date anytime he wants. I will take him on a date. Grayson Dolan, in the future, if you're ever watching this, I will literally take you on a date and buy you ice cream. What are your plans after college? Get a good job and eventually move to California. What is your favorite food? I like pasta a lot. And if it's not pasta, burritos are really good. How was high school for you? Honestly, it was a roller coaster completely. Do you like to travel? If so, where have you been and where do you want to go? I personally love to travel. I would travel every single month if I could. You know what? That brings me back to one of the questions asked earlier. What was some of my goals? My goal in life is to be able to travel wherever I want, whenever I want. I've been to Alabama, California, Florida, Indiana, Illinois, Kentucky, Michigan, obviously, New York, Ohio. I don't know if I've been to North Carolina or South Carolina, one of those though. Tennessee, Texas, Washington. Where I want to travel, my top places are Australia, Fiji, Bora Bora, and Hawaii. Did you do sports? If so, what ones? I cheered my entire life. I started cheering when I was 3. I did all-star cheer like as soon as I could, and then I stopped once I started high school and I started doing school cheer, and now I'm taking the year off because I need to learn how to manage my time in college and kind of just get my life together on like an academic level first. And then my next few years, I want to cheer. In middle school, I ran track and I played volleyball in 8th grade. How's life after high school? Honestly, great. How's your summer going? Honestly, really good. Advice for incoming freshmen.
Definitely just take in every moment because it goes by so fast and before you know it, it'll be over.
The cliche, it's true though. Okay, this one was from Michael Giroux. I literally went on his live on TikTok and I was like, yo, like ask me a question for my Q&A. And this was his question. What is the craziest thing you've ever done? Mike, if you're watching this, I'm not a daredevil. I don't do anything. Craziest thing I've ever done is probably bridge jumping. Tips for a mental block and cheer. You need to think, I can do it, I can do it. You need to boost yourself so you're not in your own head. Like, it's literally just the fact of getting out of your own head. Thoughts on podcasts and would you ever want one? I freaking love a good podcast. I like Deeper with the Dolan Twins and Anything Goes with Emma Chamberlain and Call Her Daddy. That is definitely rated R, so if you ever listen to Call Her Daddy, don't be around your parents because they're gonna cut up on you. But would I want my own podcast one day? I would definitely want my own podcast one day. What the heck? That'd be so dope. How many siblings do you have and where do you stand? I have 2 older brothers and I am in fact the youngest. What is your favorite season? I like the summer a lot, but I love the fall. Like, fall is just a vibe. Last question. What is your favorite holiday? My favorite holiday is Halloween. Period. Okay, you finally reached the end of this video. Thank you for watching if you've made it this far.
You're a real one.
If you made it this far, comment down below the sunglasses emoji. Alright, I'll see you guys next Tuesday.